Stabbed yourself in the face. I saw some of the pictures where like blood is coming out. Allergic reaction to it. Feel the burn. Hi, baby. She comes over to me and she goes, I am about to go get my first microneedling session done. I did microdermabrasion a couple weeks ago for the first time. This is kind of my mini mommy makeover. During the pregnancy, it was glowing, but all the dark marks started to come back that I had almost eliminated, or at least much improved with VI peels. I'll pop in the before of the microdermabrasion. It definitely helped because I felt like my skin looked really, really dull and dry after having a baby. Little, like, not scared, but just like, ugh. I saw some of the pictures where like blood is coming out. Look like I'm having an allergic reaction to it. Although I read that this is also normal. Okay, so here is my beautiful face post microneedling. I was extremely sensitive to the numbing cream and started to like burn and kind of like create this blotchiness, especially on this area. Microneedling itself was a lot of vibration here and there. I might feel like a little poke in some areas. The nose is not a great sensation. It just is like an uncomfortable, weird feeling. I got really sensitive around the jawline and I told her just forget like the jawline there, but I think it was because we didn't get enough numbing cream on that part, because on this side it was fine. Afterwards it was just on fire, like a 10. Like my face felt like it was on fire, and I think I have a pretty high pain tolerance. Like I've had a tattoo before, had a baby before, like it was just burning, and then you feel like kind of like some little prickling. It's not really, I don't know, it didn't bother me, the sensation. She got me a fan and the fan just made it go down instantaneously, and it wasn't even on that high of a setting. So fans are your friends. It's gone down now. I thought at that moment I was about to run to the car and take pain medication. I'm supposed to go drop my car off, but I think I'm gonna drop my car off at the mechanics after it's dark outside and leave my keys in the slot. How do you explain this? Almost 48 hours. You can see this is with a tinted sunscreen on. And there is some peeling, which they warned me would happen for the next couple days. Overall, it's not that bad. In case you're wondering, yes, I did drop my car off to my mechanic, but I threw the keys in the slot. He came out as I'm like running to my boyfriend's car. He's like, oh, I got your keys. I'm like, thanks, bye. And when I went to go pick it up yesterday, I had on a hat, a mask. I think he was like, okay, you were just in here like hatless, maskless, but he didn't say anything. But I'm sure you could tell something was going on with my face. The forehead is definitely the splotchiest, so the hat has been great. As for like pain level, nothing. Once I got home, it had stopped burning, and really I don't think most people feel that intensity of a burn. I think it's because of how sensitive I was to the numbing cream. Today I feel like with the hat, taking my son to story time, I don't feel like anyone really noticed anything. They probably just thought I sat out in the sun too long, you know. But yesterday definitely was giving lobster vibes, like you fell asleep on the boat with no sunscreen. So I apologize, I've not been great about recording. Life has been really busy, but it is now Monday morning, almost a week. This is fresh face, washed in the morning, no makeup. Overall, I feel like my face is a bit like brighter, clearer. It's still kind of doing the peeling thing here, so some of the skin looks different colors. I have like some fresh skin and some not fresh skin. And then I've been using my vitamin C moisturizer in the day. I can link these, and then another one in the evening. I'm still using stuff that's pregnancy, breastfeeding safe. And then I also did purchase a serum from the place that has hyaluronic acid, peptides, copper. So I've been using that twice a day as well. I just wanted to show you same day, day 6, still Monday. And this is out in natural daylight with just my tinted sunscreen on. I definitely am seeing improvement, but I think I really will start to see full effects after I have the second, third, for microdermabrasion and microneedling. She said she generally prefers to do the microneedling and then microdermabrasion to help kind of take off, you know, all the dead skin and clear it up afterwards, but I accidentally reversed it. She said to try to keep it between 4 and 6 weeks, so I believe I will go in for the microneedling and then we'll schedule a week or two out to do the microdermabrasion. I'm heading in for my second microneedling session. This is what my skin currently looks like. I haven't started splotching yet. I'm kind of hoping that I don't. I feel a little bit of the tingling and burning. The thing that I did do differently this time is last time I kept taking my krill oil because I have really bad TMJ. My jaw joints are no good. I do tell you to stop taking like fish oil, krill oil, anti-inflammatories, all of that like a week ahead of time. Perhaps it has helped, or maybe it just hasn't been on long enough to turn me splotchy. It has been 20 minutes, so the splotch is setting in along with some of the burn. I'm on Wayfair looking for a sofa for the playroom. They're having a sale, but I think it ends tonight, so I need to hurry up and choose. This teal color is so pretty, but there's not a review with a photo. All right, so like 10 or 15 more minutes. Rethinking going to Target. Need to return something, but now I'm like, do I really need to return it right now? It was burning really bad right when she finished, and then she put this, she said it's almost like a skin band-aid, so it feels like really tight right now, and the burning is already going down. You know, at stoplights, stop kind of a little bit back so I'm not where the driver would see my whole face, even though I'll probably never see these people again in my life. I was thinking, who came up with this? Were they just sitting around going, oh, I know, what if you took a bunch of needles and you stuck them in a pen and you made it vibrate and you stabbed yourself in the face and it would help you look gorgeous? Let's go inside and see what my son thinks of my face. Hi, baby. Hi. Well, I guess he's okay. It has been almost 24 hours. It's extremely dry and tight. I still need to do my skincare routine. I don't really have anything else to report to you, so I'll check in with you tomorrow. I just put on like hyaluronic acid and some other things, and now getting ready to put on my vitamin C moisturizer. I've been using it for a while. I use this one in the daytime. But back to my couch shopping yesterday while I was waiting for the numbing cream. Is anyone else like me? I just agonize over what to pick, especially when it's a really big purchase and you know you can't really return it, or they're gonna charge you some ridiculous shipping fees, and then also it's just like such a big thing that like, how are you gonna get that in a truck, or you know, like I'm not renting a U-Haul to return a freaking couch. I'll be set on something and I'll see that one review where somebody says, it's the worst thing ever, it's so uncomfortable, it broke, it fell apart, and I go, oh, and I start a whole new search. I have a hard time making decisions. Yeah, somebody needs to help me make decisions. This is why I just have to go to my boyfriend. I'm like, babe, what should I do? And he's like, do this. I'm like, thank you. So if you're indecisive, go find yourself a very decisive partner. All right, it has definitely settled in. I need to redo this lovely, I started to, and then I had carpal tunnel from my lovely, beautiful son that lasted for 5 months postpartum. So yes, I will be taking this off, sanding it down, painting it a lovely color. I think I'm gonna go with this one. This is my favorite, Elta MD. They also do have one if you have a darker skin tone, but I think that's it. They just have this kind of lighter one and a darker one, and it's just supposed to blend on every skin tone. I don't really know if that's true. You can see it comes out darker than my actual skin tone, but as it blends, yeah, this isn't gonna do a whole lot. It's just so important, especially after you have something done, to make sure that you are protecting your skin with sunscreen. This is like a very soft sponge too, so it's not really pulling. And if you're like an expert in makeup, I am not, So I know I'm probably doing everything incorrectly, and feel free to drop me some tips. And then I also put on another sunscreen, really get like my neck and chest better, because this is a little expensive to be putting everywhere. But I actually found it when I was pregnant, because there were just so many things that when I would look them up, most of my skincare would say that it was not safe for pregnancy. So I ended up buying a lot of different stuff that I'm still using, because I'm still pumping, trying to make it to that 1 year mark. This is Beauty Counter. This color is Twig. I love this color because it is basically my natural lip color. It just kind of like enhances it, and it is so smooth. And it has a magnetic lid. I don't know, maybe everything has a magnetic lid, but because I only have like one lip thing, I'm very impressed by it. When I was younger, I always hated having like such light skin. I was like, what the heck? I'm freaking Middle Eastern. Why am I this light? For it to be a little bit tan, but at some point you have to come to terms with like, okay, this is what I was given. This is what I've got to work with. And either I can protect it and try to make the texture and everything look really good, or I can like chase this tanned look that I like better and destroy my skin. And I know you're probably like, oh, but there's spray tans. Yeah, no, you know what? Life is just easier not worrying about it. Here is day 2. Very itchy, getting all of the peeling, which is to be expected. This is fresh face, just washed and patted my face dry. Update on the playroom. Finally ordered something after a week of agonizing. Had to go to my boyfriend. Like, which one should I get? He's like, get the smallest one. I was like, all right. Show you day 3. The marks on the forehead are still pretty prominent, but it's getting better. It's not as tight, it's not as itchy. Today is day 4. Definitely going down as far as the redness, but still a lot of marks and peeling. Here is day 5. The splotchiness has started to go down some. Still have some of the marks, still have some peeling going on. Day 6. I didn't have time. I was in a rush earlier to get to story time with my son to do the fresh face day 6. So I have tinted moisturizer on, but it really doesn't give much coverage. So this is pretty much where I'm at, almost a week out from my second microneedling session. Speaking of story time, I was sitting with my son in my lap next to this mom and her 2 daughters. It's a 0 to 2 age group, but one of her daughters is older. I would say around like 5. She comes over to me and she goes, do you have a kid? I said, yeah, him. That one. She goes, well, why is his hair curly? She starts like pointing at her hair. She was East Asian descent, and she starts going, see, I have straight hair, you have straight hair, my mommy and daddy have straight hair. And I said, well, his daddy has curly hair. And she goes, but I match. My parents match. My mommy and daddy, they have the same hair. We all have the same skin color. And I'm in my head, I'm going, oh no, like I don't even know what to respond to her. Trying to break this down in the simplest terms possible. His daddy has curly hair. I'm like, how do I explain my child comes from multiple mixed multiracial generations? I was getting ready to be like, well, my mommy and daddy don't match and his daddy and I don't match. I just had never thought about it in terms of like a matching game. So that was just a reminder that I'm probably going to need to find some more language when we're out and about, because of course 0 to 2-year-olds haven't come up questioning us at this point. Her mom was calling her over like, what are you asking her? It was totally fine. We built a dinosaur together later. But yeah, it just was that reminder that kids are so observant. I'm going to go ahead and call this the final result for microneedling sessions 1 and 2 and microdermabrasion one. I will be getting the second microdermabrasion next week. I had to bump it out just because I've come down with some sort of a cold or something. My thoughts, it's definitely worth it. If you can keep it up as a lifestyle, that's how you're really going to see benefits. Otherwise, it really did kind of just go down after the first session. I noticed like, wow, kind of this really big high for a bit, and then it kind of was like, oh, my skin looks dull again. So I do understand why they want you to do those 3 to 4 sessions before you try to move into a maintenance. If you can only afford to do it once, I would do it before a big event, probably at least 4 weeks before, so that by the time the event comes around, your skin will be at the height of the glow. Only cautionary things, just remembering to kind of stop any blood thinners, anti-inflammatories a week ahead of time. If you're still pumping or breastfeeding, go ahead and pump. And then I think my esthetician suggests waiting 24 hours based on the numbing cream that she uses, so make sure to check with your doctor. Definitely make sure that the person you're working with is a qualified professional and knows what they're doing so that they don't end up causing more harm than good. And of course, always make sure that you are going to a place that you've done your research on, that they are opening a brand new microneedling pen packet. You may have seen like horror stories of people going to places trying to get it done low cost and getting HIV, getting other infections where they're not taking proper precautions for doing the blood draw and spin, or they're not using new microneedling heads. It's the same thing if you were to go get a tattoo. You want to make sure that they're opening that brand new fresh needle, that the whole pen has been sterilized, that they're using fresh ink so there's no cross contamination. So other than that, you know, doing your research, making sure you keep your hands clean before you're touching your face, because you do have all of these tiny little wounds in your face for a bit, I say go for it. And of course, there will be a part 2. I will bring you along for microneedling sessions 3 and 4, and by then I should have all 3 of my microdermabrasions as well. And it'll be an ongoing process, so I'll keep you updated on whatever I decide to do after that.